as I've just started doing videos again, I've really wanted to focus on content that is true to what this channel has been. I don't want to be making any crazy changes or anything outright, so I decided what I was going to do as part of my little comeback. I decided I was going to be doing a Cologne review video for y'all, and that was the first video I did on this channel, and I think that was the reason lots of you are here. So I am more than happy to do Cologne reviews. I will do them as often as possible because I like Cologne and I like talking about Cologne, so it's a win-win for the both of us. But anyways, before I jump straight into this video, I just wanted to say thank you. Guys, I'm still getting like so many positive and uplifting comments. I'm really grateful and humbled every time I read those. Thank you so much, and I hope you know that you guys like actually mean a lot, and I hope life is good for you too. You know, I'm sending that positive energy back your way. Just know that I really wish you the best and hope that things are going good for you. So thank you to everybody who has been supportive and been just kind to me overall. But with that out of the way, you're here for a Cologne review, so let's do a Cologne review. What do you say? So I am really lucky because I live right next to a shopping mall, and it's a pretty big shopping mall. And because I live so close, it is a lot easier to get my hands on cologne samples. And I watch videos all the time. I listen to people do reviews, but nothing quite explains how a scent is until you just get your hands on it for yourself. And so this last week, I went to the mall. I walked on in. I almost am worried that they will recognize me and say, hey, look, this guy just comes in and he cleans out our inventory. He's not going to buy anything. So I have to be sure that I don't recognize the salespeople. So I walked in and I picked up a cologne that I have heard a lot about. I've heard a lot about it, but I'd never tried it. I'd never smelled it before, and I feel like all of the reviews that I had watched and all the things that I'd heard about it were super polarizing. So I wanted to try it for myself. The smell, the fragrance, the cologne that I picked up is called Ombre Leather. Ombre Leather. Ombre or leather. That's actually kind of a nice word. Ombre Leather. And it is a Tom Ford fragrance. I've never tried anything by Tom Ford, so I really don't have much experience. But anyways, I asked them very politely to fill up a vial, and I decided I would give it a few days so I'd have an accurate review. Like sometimes first impressions can be misleading. Sometimes you grow to love a fragrance after you've been wearing it for a few days. So I decided to put it to the test. I walked home with a sample vial, and for the past few days I have been using Tom Ford's Ombre Leather. And I learned something about myself. Something I feel like I already knew. But I learned that I am not a big fan of ombre leather, and more generally just leather scents as a whole. And I don't think it's because then the scent is necessarily bad. When I first sprayed it on, my initial thoughts, it smelled like I just entered a Bentley, and very luxurious, very decadent, very flashy, very showy, and very refined, not just anybody drives around in a Bentley. In fact, I don't think I know anybody that owns a Bentley, so maybe this comparison is not accurate. But it smells like the interior of a Bentley to me, okay? So, I mean, that's not a bad scent, okay? I mean, what you're picturing is probably not bad, but it smells strange on a person. You know, it smells like you've been living in your car. You've been living in your very luxurious car. Or at least that's what it smelled like to me. So I learned that it's a good scent for refined, masculine, I don't know what other words, people of a more established social status. I don't think that you would smell something like this on your average person, or definitely not on a teenager or a young adult. It's just way too refined. So I learned that about myself. I learned that I'm not a leather guy. I'm a fresh and clean guy. I'm a citrusy dude. So, my first impression was that it smelled like the interior of a car. I will say the longevity is honestly among the best. It is among the best. I've had a few colognes that last really, really, really long. For instance, there is the Club de Nuit fragrance that I did a review on, and that thing lasts like a couple days. It's crazy. Like, if you don't wash it off of your skin, it will remain. And this one, I think, is comparable to that. Like, it would be on your skin, you can smell it all day long. And from the first spray to the end of the day, it is present. Sometimes when you spray a fragrance on, you know, there's the dry down process, and the scent that you're left with at the end of the day doesn't really resemble what you had at the beginning. I found that this cologne was pretty much the same, like from when I initially sprayed it on to like what I smelled right before I went to bed. I was like, you know, this is just the same thing. And I mean, maybe that's a good thing. I mean, sometimes there's better openers and better finishers when it comes to colognes, but I kind of like colognes that have a little bit of variety in them. And this one is just kind of monotone to me. But I'm honestly just being critical in ways that aren't really all that important. Overall, I was very impressed with the longevity. I thought it was a very interesting scent, to say the least, but definitely not one that I could ever see myself using. It's a refined fragrance. It's one that is reserved for people who already know they like the smell of leather, I guess. People who are established, a little classier than the average Joe. And I would describe myself as an average Joe. So, not quite for me. But I'd say I'd give it a 2. Personally, for me, that's a 2. It kicks butt for those who do like the smell of leather or who enjoy leather fragrances. So, anyways, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think if you've tried this one out. What your opinion is on leather fragrances. But Tom Ford's Ombre leather gets a solid 2 for me. Yeah, maybe even less, just because I really don't ever see myself wearing it. But I think that that's a pretty concise summary. At least that's all that I would be interested in knowing. It's not super expensive. I think you can get a decent sized bottle for near $100. So there's that. It's not crazy expensive. sample first. Don't be an idiot. Don't just buy it. Get a sample. Try it for yourself. But that's all I have to say about it. But I'm going to do a quick video. That's going to be all for tonight. You guys are awesome. I hope you're well. Thank you for